In chapter 34, so Zander explains to Greg how the dark web works, and he starts to investigate on the dark web. Okay? Hashtag Donkerweb. So this is where it's coming into play. So look, Zander in the prequel Onderwereld explained to Greg the concept of hacking. Red hats, white hats, ethical hacking versus non-ethical hacking, how to improve. And yeah, just showed Greg this more like underworld side of things. You see what I did there? Like, just the darker stuff, like, how you can like infiltrate systems and things, or how you can protect, and how you can just gain a bit more information. And actually, all these codes, websites, encryption, like what is it really? And this is how you can break through. And Zander, he guides Greg quite a bit, like, oh Greg, look at this tutorial, look at that tutorial, and then they pretty much go through it. Okay, in chapter 35, so Zander, he's very upset, he's woedend with Plank, because he began to make friends with Turkish people, and he ends up throwing his phone broken. Throwing his phone broken. Look, that's very bad English, but look, that's pretty much how they speak, like the Afrikaans populations, like in and around Joburg, like in the outer lying areas, even in places in Cape Town, like, oh, he threw his phone broken. Yeah, no, he just broke his phone. So everyone is sticking, it's broken now. And they attempt to make a profile of the baker. They do a bit of research, a big reconnaissance job, and they argue, bespiegel, over their plans to catch the baker. Look, how are we going to do this? What is the most effective way? And so on and so on and so on. So yeah, it gets a bit heavy.